हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय चैनल। मेरे लास्ट वीडियो में मैंने आपसे शेयर किया था दैट आई एम स्टार्टिंग माय प्री कंसेप्शन जर्नी विद द फुल बॉडी चेकअप। सो टुडे आई टेक यू थ्रू माय रिजल्ट्स and will show you what look great and what are the areas of concern and most importantly what I am doing about them. So let's get started. So the first thing that popped up, and honestly it's very common and I was also kind of sure that this thing will definitely gonna come in my results, is the vitamin D deficiency. So जो ideal range होता है vitamin D का वो that lies between 30 to 100 and mine is just 5.4 which is extremely low, right? So why is it concerning? So vitamin D जो होता है it actually helps in regulating the hormone balance and ovulation and also a menstrual cycle, and its deficiency can actually lead to some fertility issues. So what I'm doing about this? So first thing is मैंने विटामिन D3 सप्लीमेंट लेना स्टार्ट किए हैं जो कि मेरे डॉक्टर ने सजेस्ट किए हैं और आई एम टेकिंग इट ऑन अ वीकली बेसिस. सेकेंड इज मॉर्निंग सनलाइट. ये हम सबको ही पता है कि मॉर्निंग सनलाइट इज द बेस्ट सोर्स ऑफ विटामिन डी. जो मॉर्निंग सनलाइट होता है बिटवीन 7 to 11 AM इज द बेस्ट टाइम वेयर आवर बॉडी कैन एब्जॉर्ब विटामिन डी. बट इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट, राइट? ड्यू टू द हेक्टिक लाइफ स्टाइल इट इज़ वेरी डिफिकल्ट कि आप डेली जाएं. सो एटलीस्ट मैं ट्राई कर रही हूँ दैट एटलीस्ट आई टेक मॉर्निंग सनलाइट 3 to 4 days in a week, which is good enough. And the third thing is the addition of foods like some vitamin D, though there are very less foods if you are vegetarian, but you can add mushrooms and the fortified dairy products in your diet, and if you prefer then you can add eggs and fish also, so they are very good resource of vitamin D. सो सेकेंड थिंग जो मेरे रिपोर्ट्स में आई वो था थायराइड फंक्शन. सो बेसिकली जो आइडियल रेंज होता है दैट इज 0.4 to 4 and mine was around 3.9. so technically it is within the normal range, but doctors usually suggest करते हैं if you are planning to conceive then your TSH must lie within 1 to 2.5 levels. So mine was slightly to the higher side. And why is it like important? So TSH, they basically help in regulating your cycle, and also the higher TSH levels they can affect the pregnancy in the some initial few months. It can increase the chances of miscarriage during early pregnancy, and it also like affects fetal brain development. So although mine levels are not that much alarming, but I don't want to like wait for it to become worse. But as it is not that much concerning, so I'm not taking any medication as of now. I'm relying totally on the natural ways to contain it. So what are the things that I'm doing? First is the iodine rich foods. So एक चीज़ वो मुझे लग रही है कि I'm using rock salt in my diet from quite a long time. तो मैंने आयोडाइज सॉल्ट जो है यूज़ करना ही ऑलमोस्ट बंद कर दिया काफ़ी टाइम से. सो मे बी ये रीज़न हो सकता है कि TSH लेवल हैज़ लाइक ग्रोन अप. सो तो मैं आप लोगों को भी ये सजेस्ट करूँगी, अगर आप आयोडाइज सॉल्ट नहीं यूज़ कर रहे हो तो एटलीस्ट ट्राई कि आप दिन का एक मील तो आयोडाइज सॉल्ट का यूज़ करके ही बनाओ. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट यू कैन यूज़ रॉक सॉल्ट. एंड सेकेंड थिंग इज एडिंग जिंक रिच फूड्स. सो जैसे पम्पकिन सीड्स हो गए या दालें हो गई, चिकपीस हो गए, ये सब जो हैं ये हेल्प करते हैं TSH लेवल्स को बैलेंस करने के लिए. थर्ड थिंग इज सेलेनियम. सो एक होता है ब्राज़ील नट. सो ब्राज़ील नट जो है इट इज़ वेरी हेल्पफुल. It provides selenium which is very helpful in balancing the TSH level. So you can have 1 or 2 Brazil nut a day. Then comes vitamin D levels also. They impact the TSH level. So for that I'm already working on it. And then comes like you have to stress management also, and better sleep also. So for stress management I'm doing yoga and meditation, and if you like then you can read some books or do anything which you like which can reduce the stress. And for sleep what I prefer doing it कि generally हम dinner जो है before 7 I try to do the dinner, and I try to get into bed by at least 10:30 PM or 11 PM so that we get enough sleep. So अभी तो ये सब कर रहे हैं for maintaining thyroid levels. Then some of my liver enzymes like SGOT, AST and ALP, they were slightly elevated. So what does it suggest? So ये जो liver enzymes होते हैं, if they are slightly to the higher side, it suggests mild liver stress. So what could be the reason of it? Out of everything, I found out that long sitting hours could be the reason for me, like because I usually sit in front of computer for around like 6 to 7 hours and sometimes stretching up to 10 hours. So it might be the reason of this liver stress. So why is it important? Because the liver processes the hormones, the toxins and the medications, which becomes even more critical if you're planning for pregnancy. So what I'm doing about it? So I'm trying to make some daily changes in my lifestyle which will affect the liver enzymes. So first thing is cutting down on the processed oily foods and the packaged foods. Like I'll try to minimize the minimize eating outside. If बहुत ज़्यादा cravings हो रही हैं, then one day in a week is good enough. Otherwise, I'm trying to have simple meal cooked at home. Then second thing is increasing hydration. Like at least try कि आप दिन में 6 to 7 glasses of water intake you must ensure. उससे ज़्यादा थोड़ा difficult हो जाता है, but it's not impossible definitely. But मैं ensure करती हूँ कि at least 6 to 7 glasses of water तो मैं daily intake करूँ ही करूँ. उसके बाद है कि I try to start my day with warm lemon water. Green tea I do not prefer it much. Some people may like it, so you can take green tea also. But I prefer warm lemon water. It's tasty also and it's very good. And then is like if you are alcohol, then you have to absolutely cut on it. And then is including morning walks and evening walks. So walking is very helpful, right? Morning walk तो definitely vitamin D में भी help करता है, and evening walk definitely helps in digestion also. So then comes the overall sleep balance also is very much required. You have to ensure that you take proper sleep of 7 to 8 hours. So अगर आप ये छोटे छोटे changes करोगे अपने lifestyle में, तो ये सिर्फ आपका liver health ही improve नहीं करेगा, it will affect the overall metabolism also. Then next thing was the HDL cholesterol. HDL cholesterol is actually good cholesterol. So good cholesterol क्या करता है? ये हमारी बॉडी से बैड कोलेस्ट्रॉल को फ्लश आउट करने में हेल्प करता है, जो कि ओवरऑल ब्लड वेसल्स के लिए हेल्थ के लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है. एंड व्हाई इज इट इम्पॉर्टेंट? सो बेसिकली अगर ब्लड वेसल हेल्थ अच्छा नहीं है तो इट कैन अफेक्ट द प्लेसेंटल ग्रोथ. तो प्लेसेंटा क्या होता है? ये सप्लाई करता है न्यूट्रिशंस फ्रॉम मदर्स बॉडी टू द चाइल्ड. सो इट इज़ इम्पॉर्टेंट. सो व्हाट आई एम डूइंग अबाउट इट? सो अभी HDL यानी कि गुड कोलेस्ट्रॉल बढ़ाने के लिए आई हैव स्टार्टेड यूजिंग घी इंस्टेड ऑफ यूजिंग रिफाइंड ऑयल. खाना बनाने के लिए रिफाइंड ऑयल का यूज़ ना करके मैं शुद्ध देसी घी का इस्तेमाल कर रही हूँ. और जो भी हम खाते हैं खाना, जैसे कि दाल है या चपाती, तो ऊपर से घी डाल दिया मस्त अच्छा. It is tasty also and it is very good also. There is no issue in eating ghee. Then increasing intake of seeds and nuts. Seeds जैसे कि pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, आप इनको खा सकते हैं. और eat it like a snacks और ऐसे चलते फिरते कुछ उठा के खा लिया, ऐसे नॉर्मल कैजुअल मंचिंग के लिए आई जस्ट यूज इट. एंड देन द नट्स, वॉलनट्स एंड आलमंड्स, ये तो मैं रात में सोक कर देती हूँ, सुबह में खाती हूँ, तो इट इज़ वेरी गुड. एंड देन आई एम डूइंग रेगुलर वॉकिंग 2 times a day and also yoga in the morning. So these are all the things which are good enough for maintaining ideal HDL. और बहुत ज़्यादा भी आपको good fats नहीं खाना है कि everything has to be in limits. But thankfully many key areas जैसे thyroid, kidney function, hemoglobin, blood count, blood sugar, kidney function, ये सब they are already in a very ideal range. So इतना कुछ concerning नहीं है and it is a huge relief. Like कि some things need correction definitely, but my body is already supporting me in a good way and it is a good news definitely. See, the point of this checkup was not to scare myself but rather to prepare myself, right? even though my results are quite encouraging, but every slight imbalance can affect my energy levels, my hormone balance, my fertility, and down the line my pregnancy journey. So by spotting it now, I have all the time to heal and prepare my body. And if you have also done the full body checkup, so please comments में बताइए कि what are all the issues that you have discovered और आप उनके लिए क्या कर रहे हैं. और अगर आपने नहीं कराया है तो I urge you all कि सबसे पहले आप अपना full body checkup ज़रूर करवाइए. And if you have found this video helpful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more honest updates, and also share it with someone जो आपको लगता है कि is walking the same path too. Thank you so much.